Welcome to this presentation. This is Trey, and the topic for today is the best or most attractive vibe a man can have. All right. So the most attractive vibe, in the sense of the most attractive vibe to women, but also this vibe is attractive to everyone, right? Men, women, children, animals like dogs, right? But I wanted to, go into, because I did some experimentation as far as trying out or embodying different kinds of vibes, just seeing what kind of responses I would get. I went through this journey of cold approach pickup where I would go out and approach women, basically to handle my dating life, because I was struggling in that area for quite some time. And I had to try out different ways of being, because I was trying to figure out, what works. I didn't really I wasn't grounded in my own beingness. I didn't really know what works. I didn't have enough practice or reference or experience to really know what is attractive, right? I maybe had some ideas, especially the ones that I've been given as I was growing up, just be nice, just be polite, those kind of things. And obviously I did that for quite some time, and I didn't really experience too many results with women, in regards to romantic relationships, stuff like that. So I had to go out and test some things out. And first I really experimented with the vibe, the whole being cool, right? Because that's what I thought was attractive, right? You got to be cool, you got to be smooth, you got to be perfect, that kind of thing. So I went out and tried that, and it didn't do too well, and I know why, because it's kind of what I realized when it comes to being cool and smooth and stuff like that. It's either you are cool, you are smooth, or you're trying to be it, or you're not, right? If you're trying to be it, people can pick up on that. Oh, this guy's just trying to be cool, or he's trying to be something, and it's not real. It's not authentic, right? And then if you're not cool, if you're just whack, if you're lame, if you're kind of just boring or whatever, that's not attractive either. So you want to get to a place where you just are cool, right? That's a pretty good vibe to have, I would say. When you are cool, you are smooth. And for me, I don't want to go around saying I'm cool or I'm smooth, but what I found is if you do something or get comfortable with doing something over and over again, you can get to a place where you come off as cool, where you come off as smooth, because you're just so comfortable in what you're doing, comfortable in the environment, right? And so you just come off as a cool guy. And so, I mean, that's a great vibe to have. I've experimented with being cocky, right? They had this thing, Cocky Funny. David D'Angelo had this thing called Cocky Funny, right? He used to say, okay, if you want to get women, go out and be cocky and funny. I kind of tried that out a little bit. It's interesting, because it can be polarizing, so it can get some interesting responses from people, and they'll engage, and it's definitely not boring, okay? But I don't know if I would say that's the best or the most attractive vibe. I mean, it's something to experiment with, right? Like I said, I think each man needs to go out and really try some different things out and figure out what works for him. Me personally, Cocky Funny, I guess it's decent, right? There's a couple others. I tried being funny, kind of like the clown, right? I tried doing that. That kind of works too. But the best or the most attractive vibe that I've found out of all the ones that I've experimented with, I guess you could say, is this idea of, it's like a playful winning vibe. A playful winning vibe. Imagine somebody who's winning in life, and he's just because when you're winning in life, you just don't really, you don't really give a fuck, you're just man, I'm winning. Nothing can really bring you down, or you're just more light, right? You're not taking things as seriously because you're winning, right? It's imagine you just won $1 million, or if you just won like a universal championship in some type of league or something like that. Like you would just feel, it's like a very amazing feeling. It's like, man, you feel on top of the world, and you just, there's nothing anyone can say to put you down, because you feel confident, you feel proud, you feel grateful, you feel all these great emotions. And if you can somehow embody that kind of vibe, that shit is attractive, man. And as I said, it's not only attractive to women, it's attractive to everyone, because everyone wants to feel like that. Everyone wants to feel like they're winning. Everybody wants to feel like their life is going well, right? Everybody wants to be in a playful, light spirit where nothing can get them down, nothing can break them, right? And so that is something that I've worked towards embodying, because you don't want to fake it. You want to actually get to this place where you feel like you're winning, right? Where you're enjoying life, you love life, you're having a great time. You don't need anything from anyone, because you're enjoying your world, your universe, right? Your creation. You enjoy being yourself, right? Being who you are, right? And so for me, this is something you have to work towards. Like, it's not like you could just out of nowhere just all of a sudden get into a winning vibe, right? You can, but I guess you could say there's levels to it, right? And for me, getting into this winning vibe, I do it by having a daily ritual, things that I do within my day that put me in this winning vibe. And as I said, this winning vibe is this vibe of, yo, you know, I'm doing my shit, I'm handling what I need to handle, I'm moving towards my goals, you know what I mean? I'm disciplined, I'm focused, you know what I mean? I'm joyful, I'm peaceful. It's like you take responsibility for your life, and you start creating a life that you actually enjoy. And so it puts you in this winning, playful spirit, this I love my life spirit, this I love my creation spirit, this I love the process spirit. You know, it's like, yo, you start to gamify your life. You see your life as a movie or a video game, right? Where you're creating this version of yourself and evolving this version of yourself to achieve these different goals, hit these different milestones. When you play in the video game, it's like you have different levels, right? And you got to fight the minions in each level. And then when you beat up all the minions, you go and you fight the boss. And when you beat the boss, then you go to the next level, and you keep repeating that. And that's kind of how I see life. It's like, yo, you just have these different levels that, as a man, if you keep evolving, you can keep hitting these levels, and you can have fun with the process. Like, have fun when you're going through the struggle, when you're fighting the minions, right? So that's like the little challenges that pop up throughout your day, right? Those are, to me, those are the little minions. And then when you have like some big adversity, that's the boss, right? Some big adversity that shows up in your life, something that's tough to deal with. But if you were doing your shit, if you were disciplined, if you're focused, if you're developing your qualities, different qualities as a man, strengthening, you know, becoming more grounded in your masculinity, you know, things like that. When these challenges show up, you're ready to go. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, let's go. Let's play the game. And that's a vibe. That's a great vibe to me, and that's an attractive vibe in a sense. If you go out, you know, when I go out and approach, and my goal is to approach women and, you know, get some phone numbers or get some dates or whatever. That's the vibe I want to get into before I go out. That's the state I want to be in before I go out, right? So I live my days so I don't have to get into that state. I'm already in it, because I live my days in a certain way where I actually feel like I'm winning. So the way how I do that is I have clear goals that I'm going after, and within my day, I'm taking actions that are moving me closer towards my goal. So I feel like I'm winning each day. See what I'm saying? Every day I feel like I'm winning because I'm clearly taking specific actions that are moving me towards my goal, and I can see the progress. If you do it correctly, you will see the progress. You will see improvement if you're consistent, if you're disciplined, if you're focused, okay? And you become more confident. Because you constantly proving to yourself that you are able to take action. You are able to do what is necessary to achieve your goals, right? Because you're doing it. You're actually doing it. And so this is the vibe that I found is just, man, it's just a powerful vibe. Like when you get into this kind of vibe, this kind of state, this kind of way of being, you become more attractive to people. People want to be around you more. People want to communicate to you more. Women are more interested. You know what I mean? They respond a lot better because they can see this is somebody who is enjoying his life, somebody who is winning, moving forward. He's not complaining. He's not negative. You know what I mean? He's not trying to take anything from anyone. He trusts himself, believes in himself to do what is necessary to make shit happen. And then, you know, if somebody wants to support what he's doing, that's great. He's not going to turn him away. But at the same time, he's not looking necessarily for somebody to come and save him or anything. He's doing his own shit. He's handling his life. He's focused. He's disciplined. He's locked in. And he's doing as much as he can to the best of his ability. Okay? But you got to find these goals, you know, create a vision, find these goals, find a purpose, something that you can actually have fun, where you can have fun going through the journey. Because if it's something that you don't like, something that you're not interested in, something you don't care too much about, you're gonna have a hard time enjoying the process, right? And so you're not really gonna be in that winning vibe. You're gonna be more so in like this vibe of here we go again, or another day. All right, what do I gotta do today? You know, then that vibe is not attractive, man. People are trying to get away from that, right? We want to be around a guy who is like, you know what I mean? He's full of life. He's passionate, right? He's full of energy. You know what I mean? And he's really doing some shit that he loves to do. You know, he's not, he's cut out negativity out of his life. He's not messing around with negative people or negative vibes. He's just positive. You know what I mean? And he's aligned with other positive people. He's having positive conversations, having conversations with people that are doing shit with their life. And all that energy, your energy just becomes obvious. Like you have a certain aura that is just obvious to people. And they're like, yo, this dude is doing something right. So they want to get around that energy to see, you know, what is he doing? Why does he feel this way? Why does he have this vibe, right? Especially when it's legit. I'm not here to say go out there and pretend like you're winning. Nah, start winning. Like start moving towards your goal. To me, winning is every little move, you know, every little step towards your goal. You're winning. You're moving forward. You know what I mean? It's like I see it as you know, there's battles within the war. So like the battles to me, the war is the process of the goal, right? The journey of the goal, and then when you hit the goal, you've won the war, I guess you could say, right? But the battles are the little challenges leading up to the goal, or leading up to beating the war, winning the war, right? And so for me, winning is about winning the battles, right? The little challenges within your day, right? Hitting the little, checking off the little task on your task list, right? Did you do what you said you were gonna do? You said you was gonna meditate for a certain amount of time. Did you meditate? You said you was gonna go for a walk. Did you go for a walk? You said you was gonna read. Did you read? You said you was gonna do your workout. Did you do your workout? Every time you check something off, you should be like, yeah, I'm accomplishing shit like that. To me, you know, that is, I found that it's important to, basically, it's kind of like you celebrating the fact that you're doing your shit, right? Like, yeah, I'm disciplined. Yeah, I'm locked in. I'm doing my shit, but I'm also in this positive, joyful state. Like, yeah, I'm doing my shit. You know, yes, I just hit my workout. Okay, what's next? Boom, we're going into the next thing. Boom, boom. And it's like I have this vision of why I'm doing what I'm doing. So it makes sense to me. You know, it makes sense. Okay, I'm doing all this shit because this is the goal I'm going after, and I'm enjoying the process of getting there. I'm not in no rush. I'm not in no hurry because I'm enjoying all the little milestones, right? The little things that are happening. And so this vibe, you know, of someone who is literally, you know, appreciative or grateful for the journey, grateful for his existence, grateful to be alive. And he's just enjoying every single moment, right? No matter what's happening, right? Even if things aren't necessary, even if things are not moving super fast, right? It's taking some time. That's why it needs to be something that you really believe in, something that you feel is worth it, right? I set goals that I really believe are worth going after. And they're big goals. right? So I know it's not gonna be an overnight thing. So I learned to enjoy the process, and I like to compare it to a video game. When I play a video game, right, I know that it's gonna take a certain amount of hours to beat it, right? Like if it's an adventure game, right? If it's, you know, whatever game comes to mind, you know, like RPGs, adventure games, right? It takes time to beat the game, but you don't play the game and then wait until the end, and then you're like, okay, now I can experience good emotions because I've gotten to the end. No, it's like you're enjoying the whole game. You're enjoying the storyline. You're enjoying the ups and downs. I think part of it is just having this playful spirit where you're just not too serious. I think where we find ourselves in these negative states in life because we get too serious, start taking things too serious, act like things are permanent, right? You're going through a tough time, you start acting like it's always gonna be like that. No, it's temporary, right? You know, if you have something that's not going your way, it may be that way for a little bit, but tomorrow's a new day. Like that's one thing I remember. Some days, you know, it's harder for me to be in this winning, playful, you know, I'm in love with life type of vibe, right? Because some days you're just a little, you know, may feel a little off, maybe feel a little sick, whatever, right? But I keep in mind, like, yo, this is part of the journey. This is part of the process. This is what, you know, without having bad days or days that aren't so great, you wouldn't be able to know or really appreciate the good days, right? Without having left, you wouldn't understand right. Without having up, you wouldn't understand. So it's like I get that. So when I'm going through the kind of days that are not the greatest, I'm like, man, okay, let me just enjoy this and appreciate this moment because it's temporary, right? Appreciate this day. It's temporary. The next day could be the complete opposite, or I don't know what's gonna happen the next day. All right. So it's kind of like you just enjoy because you understand life. You understand how life works. It's not going to be every day is not going to be exactly the same. Their vibe is not going to be exactly the same each day, right? But you can have an understanding of the type of vibe you want to have, and you can stay true to that. Find ways to be in that vibe, right? If things aren't going my way, I reframe it, right? If something is kind of could be taken as negative or bad, I figure out how to reframe it. How can I see the good in this? What can I be grateful for? What am I overlooking here, right? Because we tend to focus on the negative and overlook all the other things that are happening that are positive, right? Like, for example, let's see. So something that could be looked at as negative, maybe, let's see. Let's say your car breaks down, you know, because this happened to me recently. Your car breaks down, right? You can see that as negative, like, oh, damn it. My car is broken down. I'm not going to have transportation. I got to rely on people to transportation, or I might have to pay for an Uber or whatever, right? You have to start thinking about these things. But when that happened to me, when my car broke down, I reframed that. I said, oh, my car broke down. Perfect. I have more time to, you know, create more content. I have more time to study. I have more time to meditate. I have more time to, you know, figure some things out, do some brainstorming, figure out what am I doing, you know, get more clarity on my future, on my vision. What am I trying to achieve? All right. I have more time to maybe spend time with others, right? See who are some people that want to hang out. You know, you get to find out who are your true friends. You know, who are the people who are willing to come in. You know, they know you don't have your whip, so they're willing to come and pick you up and say, hey, let's go and do some stuff, man. I know your car is not working, but I want to take you out for lunch, or I want to do this, or let's go to here, right? Like, you know, you get a different experience of life, and you could see it that way. Like, okay, this is just a different season for me, right? It's a different period of my life, and I can learn to appreciate it. When it's time, I just, you know, my car will come back into play or whatever, and then I'll be back on the road. But for now, let me experience this different phase of my life. And it's having this understanding of like, yo, take it each day at a time, man. Stop going, like, learn how to just enjoy the present moment. Like see the greatness or see the value in each moment. Like, just think about the fact that, you know, we're having this experience, right? And, you know, there's a lot of things that could be a lot worse, right? You know, one of the books that I read at least once a year is Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul, because that book has little small stories about people who are in, you know, in some difficult situations, or may have been went through some trial or tribulation or some tragedy or whatever, and out of those challenges, out of those adversities, tribulations, they've done something great, right? Maybe somebody didn't have, maybe somebody is missing limbs or something, and they figured out how to, you know, do some great physical feats. Or maybe someone who was lost their parents at a young age and through some very violent tragedy or whatever, and this person was still able to find positivity within their life and create an amazing business that helps a lot of children or something. You hear these like different little stories in the book, and it just kind of reminds you like, yo, there's no excuses here. Like, there's people in much worse situations where you would even understand if they were like, man, fuck this, man, like I give up. You could almost understand it because of how much they're going through, and they don't do that. They find a way to stay positive. They actually, not only that, they overcome the challenge, and something great comes out of it. And so when I read stuff like that and I get this perspective, it's like, bro, there is no reason for me to be getting negative, man. There's so many things going well for me, so many things that I appreciate and that I'm grateful for, and I remind myself of that, and that's what helps me stay in a positive mood. You know, stay in this mood of, yo, I'm winning. Because to me, just having your health alone, you're winning. You know, waking up in the morning and having an opportunity to live for the day, you're winning, right? It's just seeing these little small things as wins, because, I mean, why not? We have the power to choose how we see things. We have the power to choose what we want to focus on. We can focus on positive, or we can focus on negative, right? I focus on the positive. I focus on the small wins. I focus on me hitting little milestones. I focus on growth, progress. Yes, I love to achieve my goals, and it's great when you achieve you actually get a tangible result. But it's a process, right? Especially if you have big goals. It's not going to happen overnight. So to me, it don't make sense for me to wait to feel good, wait to be happy, wait to be joyful, wait to be peaceful, grateful. It's like, I can do that now. I can look and literally just be grateful that I have a roof over my head, right? I'm winning because I have a roof over my head. There's some people who don't have a roof over their head, right? So I don't really complain, man, to be honest with you. I just don't complain. Like, certain things I've removed out of my character so I can be in this winning, playful vibe, right? Where it's like, it's carefree, it's light. I'm not resisting anything, right? I'm not looking to create any negativity anywhere, right? For me, it's positivity, or I walk away. That's my vibe. And so it's kind of like, when you approach a woman, the vibe is, okay, I'm in a positive vibe, I'm feeling good, I'm winning in life, and, you're looking kind of cute, let me say hi, right? That's the vibe. The vibe is never, man, I wish I had a girl right now, let me go and approach this girl and see if I could get her, right? Clearly, that's a complete different vibe. You're going to go over there and you're trying to actually you're trying to feel better by taking her energy, right? Receiving her energy. Whereas what I'm saying is a much better vibe to have is you're already in a great vibe. You're already happy. You're already blessed, grateful, appreciate your life, appreciate the opportunity to be alive. You know what I mean? You feel like you're winning because you've been doing your shit. You've been focused, disciplined. You've been hitting your little tasks throughout the day. You've been hitting your milestones. You know what I mean? You've been having positive conversation. You have positive people around you. So you approach this girl, it's like the work has already been done, in the sense that you're already in the vibe that's attractive, right? It's either she's gonna accept that attractive vibe, or she's not. But at the end of the day, if you're already in a positive, good, winning vibe, you're not even gonna care, right? The reason why rejection can sting so much is because you're approaching the girl because you want to feel good if you get her. You want to feel good if she says yes. So if she says no, of course it's going to sting, right? Because your goal was actually to get her validation, was to get her acceptance. Whereas what I'm saying is the vibe should be, you've already accepted yourself. You already feel good. You already are winning. You already feel amazing. You already feel great, right? Because you're doing your shit, because you're happy to be alive. You're grateful, okay? And you also have this abundance mentality. You know that there are some women out there who want this vibe. They want to be around this energy. And so if you approach a woman and you're giving this positive, winning vibe, right? And she's not with it, okay, just go to the next one. Guarantee you go up to 10 women, maybe even less, but 10 women for sure, I know. If you go up to 10 women with this winning, positive spirit and energy and vibe, you know, out of those 10 women, a couple of them are going to be with it, you know? As long as you maintain that frame, you don't switch up and get reactive as soon as because she's going to test to see if it's legit, you know? She's going to test to see, you know, oh, why are you so happy? What's going on with you, right? And that's why I say you want it to be a real, you want this to actually be your vibe for real. You don't want to fake it. Okay, so that's why I was telling you what I do. What I do to get into this vibe is literally, my mentality is I literally see myself as I'm winning if I'm doing my shit. If I have my goals, my vision, and I have certain actions I need to take to hit that goal, make those visions become a reality. As long as I'm taking those actions within my day and living the way that I want to live, and I know that I'm manifesting and creating the life I want to live, I'm winning, right? I'm winning the little battles along within the war, right? You know, that's how I see it. And so that's what allows me to get into this winning vibe. And so when I approach a woman, it's coming from this place of, I'm already good. I don't need anything from you. I just thought you were cute and wanted to come and say hi. That's it, right? Or even if I see another man that I want to say what up to, it's the same concept. I don't need your friendship. I don't need anything from you, bro. I'm just in a good vibe. I wanted to say what's up, right? And that, when you're in that vibe, people respond to you and want to be around you because they want to be in that vibe. That's the vibe that we're all looking for. That winning, I'm winning in life. I'm doing well. I'm happy. I'm joyful. I'm peaceful. I'm grateful. I need nothing from anybody. I'm not seeking good vibes from someone. I already am the good vibes. Okay? And so you got to find out, figure out how to get yourself in that vibe. That's your creation. That's you understanding yourself. What are the things you love to do? What are the things, you know what I mean? What is the kind of life you want to live? And you got to create that life. All right? So, yo, if you're a man watching this and you're interested in, you know, getting in this winning vibe, you know, getting in this winning spirit, the spirit of feeling good, feeling confident, feeling focused, feeling disciplined, feeling like you are making shit happen. You're moving towards your goals. You're evolving, right? And your vision's becoming a reality. I have a group. It's called the Unbreakable Beast Tribe. And it's for men who are focused on these areas of becoming more confident, right? Becoming more focused and more disciplined, right? You have these 3 things going for you. You'll start moving towards your goals, right? Whether it's your goals with women, your business goals, your personal goals, you need these qualities. All right, confidence, discipline, focus. All right. So if you're interested, I'll drop a link to the group. You could go ahead and join. I'll see you inside. Peace.